What up traders, what up investors, Ken here from the Dyslexic Investor, and yes, you knew it was coming, we didn't know when, but today is the day Tesla broke $1,000 a share, and still climbing actually. Like, this is again recorded around 11:30 a.m. on Wednesday the 10th of June, and we could be potentially seeing higher prices and so forth. That being said, we're looking at a very overall market that feels frothy to a lot of folks. You see that everywhere commented. But that being said, we're here to talk Tesla, so we can kind of look here on what's going on here. Hitting a high so far today at $1,011.65. Of course, the previous high was that huge run up and momentum swing that was around $968 there. Having a huge gap up today, again, jumping up 7% again. This is a lot of people are trying to compare this to Nikola Motors. I think that's kind of I want to say a laughing matter, but it's just something that's, I don't know if it's an equal. It's not apple and oranges kind of thing. It's more like an orange and a raisin. I don't know. That's a horrible analogy. I'm sorry. All right. So the thing that we're looking here at Tesla stock, since it's literally hit an all-time high, we could suspect potential selling coming in, people cashing on profits, people who bought in during the hold or certain other various times. But we normally see with Tesla is it's kind of a cultish stock, lack of a better words, to potentially people really hold this. They really hold this to the extremes of highs and lows. So I don't foresee any extreme selling, and the chart's not really telling me of any potential levels that we could be seeing some extreme selling. That being said, the next level that we look at that we could see here on the price target is around 1135. So 1100. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got that out of there. So I put that 1135, and of course I still have my, out of respect from ARK Investing, that 6,000 almost price target that they recommended in 4 or 5 years. Again, that I will not remove that alert or that price target, so we'll see if that ever gets hit. But again, full disclosure, I own Apple Apple Tesla shares. I just ate an apple. That's why. The full-on disclosure that we own Tesla. Some various curious trades that are coming through here that I've seen. We're seeing a lot of buying here, so we're seeing quite similar to what we saw with the previous Apple trade, where someone's buying a very high in the money strike price. So we're looking at someone buying the 900 call for literally $10,700. So we create that order. They're buying 600 of those. So again, this is expiring in 2 days, and they're betting around $6.4 million. That, again, this is more or less going to be in line with a day trade, and potentially to see if the price can be pushed up. Because again, they bought this literally 2 or 3 minutes ago, as I was recording it, and that's a fairly lucrative move. Potentially could be selling it out towards the end of the day, because that's when a lot more volume could be coming in between the 3 and 4 p.m. time frame. We could be seeing a lot more volume coming in and buying, and potentially people getting alerted that Tesla has broken $1,000. All right, so some other interesting things that we did notice too, as well as looking at through the options chain. So just looking at the options for this month, we're not going to look at weeklies, because I think they're not the most direct. Oh, I did the wrong chain here, my bad. So I gotta scroll. We're actually gonna get rid of this here real fast. And let's do this here. Boop. There we go. There we go. That's better, because it's gonna take forever to go through those chains. So we're seeing a lot of volume coming in. So there's a volume, and then we're actually gonna do open interest. So a lot of open interest and volume coming in, of course, at 1,200 and then 1,100, and of course there's a lot at the $1,000 price as well. That being said, the $1,000 strike price is having pretty equivalent amount of put sides as well. So on the call side, we're seeing a lot more optimism in the sense of a lot more money coming in. So the open interest is how many contracts are available, and the volume is how many that has traded today. That being said, we are seeing 4,000 contracts. So within the next, how many days is this out? This is 9 days out. This particular, the monthlies for June, is expiring in 9 days, and the 1100 call strike is going around for 1650 or 1600-ish dollars there. Pretty pricey, I believe. Again, this is going to be frothed up because, again, we are up $66 today, or 7%. So these calls are going to be very have a lot more premium in them, in the sense of it being the overall applied volatility is going to be going up quite a bit. So just in the next 9 days, there's a plus or minus move of $100. So that's pretty significant as well. Of course, if we're, as of right now, it's at, let's just call it 1,700, 1,007, that we could be seeing a price all the way down to 900, or plus the basically one standard deviation of this 1100 call strike price. So I think a lot of people are betting on this particular call being in the money, or getting substantially more value, getting closer to the actual in the money or at the money strike price within the next 9 days. That's what this is dictating with these prices. Again, anything can happen. We have no crystal ball here. Just be mindful of Tesla stock can move very rapidly in extreme directions. It is known to go upside down. It can do barrel rolls sometimes. It can really take you for a ride. So that's why my position, personal position, is longer term. Options trading for me on Tesla is usually just selling of puts and things like that that are fairly far out of the money, normally around the 21 exponential moving average. Even though with the overall market that we're seeing printing to all-time highs, NASDAQ keep on going higher, S&P 500's getting near its all-time high, which is quite astonishing in its own right. Kind of selling off just a little bit today, but we can look at the NASDAQ again, breaking that 10,000 limit. So just be mindful of all of those potential headwinds that could be coming. All right, so for the overall takeaways, what we're looking for in Tesla is, again, this is, again, very high flying. Be very mindful of that. Looking for a potential breakout or break momentum continue to go if the overall market allows us, keeps on pushing, potentially getting to 1100, potentially 1135 would be the 1272 prediction, or the movement from the previous swing high to low. The only thing that is slightly concerning, which it's Tesla, so it's not really the most concerning, is when the RSI gets red. But that's usually an indication of it has literally some SpaceX special juice in it, in their engines, and it's able to continually ride higher. So that could be a first indication of maybe a potential slight pullback due to some people kind of getting out and selling. We've kind of seen that a couple times, but normally with this first gap up, we could potentially see this continue going. For the bear case, we could be seeing a potential just trading sideways, or if the overall market decides to kind of flop or start changing directions, we could see Tesla maybe be an outlier and continue higher, or it could be somewhat connected and other people are just getting scared of the frothiness of the overall market, and it could kind of grind lower. Potentially first level is around 917 for that level, and then we're going to have a very strong level around the 21, which is around 861. I know that sounds crazy. We're talking about $150-ish less than where we're currently at. Could be support, but the 21, as you can see, has been support for the last month and a half with Tesla's ride up. We could potentially even see what we're predicting here is a potential bounce higher with this huge gap up, and just kind of trading sideways until we kind of regain our energy and get that kick higher to around the 1130 price. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. We're going to have a fantastic live stream today from 3 to 4. Just come by, make sure you bring a snack. We're going to be talking about different various stocks and charts and things like that. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Ken from the Dyslexic Investor, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.